Hi there, Graham Keith here from The Great Wake Up, and thank you for listening to this audio. As always, please like, share, comment and subscribe if you feel the need to. It really helps the new channel grow. And because of our content and the nature, it's very, very important to get this message to you. We'll continue on the manifestation theme today. I'm actually blessed to call myself an expert in the field or arena of manifestation, having manifested my goal and dream from inside of my heart, from inside of myself, with no external, no physical stroke, external stroke, usual ways of, deliverance of any kind of manifestation. And mine was completely from a journey of poverty consciousness and moving into a true state of unlimited prosperity consciousness or wealth and abundance consciousness, our natural state, our birthright state. Okay, so in today's video, what I wanted to talk about is the longest journey that we as a man or woman must take on this spiritual journey. That journey is to travel from the mind to the heart. Now, obviously, the distance is only about 18 inches or so, maybe about 24, depending on how tall you are. But the real fundamental truth of the entirety of all of our journeys in this human experience we call life is self-actualization. To leave the limitations of the human condition behind. To leave the limitations of the human mind behind. To leave the limitations of the human body behind. All three of those things we, on our journeys as spiritual beings, have assumed and believed to be us, haven't we? We've assumed our humanness, we've assumed our physical meat suit, we've assumed our mind as our self. All fundamental errors, but for those in awareness, for those who truly understand, it's a different story. When we're trying to manifest anything on our journey, that is a no-no because we can't try. So when we manifest anything on our journey, we are literally assuming the state of the manifestation already being manifested. That's manifestation 101, the fundamental base rule. Okay. So we assume the state, and then over time, our mind kicks in, giving us lemons to think about and worrisome thoughts and thoughts that are outside of alignment to the dream or goal of our wish fulfilled. It will give us scenarios in our head. It will keep us in stress and worry and where is it? Is it here yet? All of those things. And that, being in that state of having sort of 50% of you in your heart knowing and 50% of you trapped in your mind, creates the war within. Now, the war within is two opposing forces coming together and fighting one another. And let me tell you, I've stayed in this state for a number of years, probably about over 2 years I've stayed in this state, And I'm absolutely blessed and so grateful that I did, because had I not, I wouldn't be able to sit here now and teach you this story, this teaching, this method. Okay? So when we have this war within, there is obviously a conflict. There is obviously a disharmony. There is obviously a ripple in the water. And it's because of the state of being in the war between your mind and your heart that eventually, and even I can't really explain this, but eventually what happens is you surrender. The only way a war ends is if one side obliterates the other, kills you, or basically you wave the white flag and you say enough is enough. But I didn't say enough was enough. It just happened spontaneously from the universe. My war ended from a divine spark. And when the war ended from that divine spark, I was complete. I was whole. The realization was complete. The transformation was complete. The transformation was already done the very second. All them years ago as a child, when I had the thought, where did that thought come from? Age roughly 7? Where would a thought like that come from? But it wasn't just a thought. It was an impression upon my soul. It was a real calling. It was an almost solidified knowing, even then. And the enormity of that goal at that time I chose to, I think I've said in another audio, place my manifestation on a pedestal because I believed it was so much bigger than I was. It's like the mirror picture where you have that picture of the little kitten sitting in the mirror and there's a lion being reflected back to the little kitten. I'll never ever forget that picture because my mentor sent me that picture about 7 years ago. And I got it, but I didn't realise she was talking about me. I didn't realise at the time. Now it all makes sense. Thank you, God. Now it all makes sense. So in order to manifest your dream and goal, we know by now to assume the state of the wish fulfilled because you are this powerful as a spiritual being and this is the energy and the language of the universe. You convert yourself into that energy state of the frequency of the dream fulfilled now. You know you have it now, you know it is done now. You are attuned to the frequency. That's it. Don't you dare doubt. Don't you dare drop out of state. But if you do, forgive yourself, release it, let it go, and return back to the immediate state of the wish fulfilled now. Now, depending on what lemons that you've took on your journey, what, you know, not nice things or struggles or challenges or traumas, then basically this may lengthen the arrival of your manifestation because of the war inside of you, as we've just discussed. So what do we do? You could have an epiphany, a spiritual blessing moment like me, direct from the divine. Can't explain, but the whole state is different. I'm living in my heart completely. And when I look down at my chest, it's like I can see like a golden sort of shining light from the middle of my chest. That reminds me, it's just like a symbolism for me. I'm connected, and the universe is connected, and it's through that connection they deliver, and they did deliver. They delivered everything I could ever dream of. I'm so humble, honoured, and grateful to be me. Wasn't always, but as we observe the unfolding of our story, everything begins to make sense, and it all comes with awareness. So when the delay is strong, when the doubt creeps in, when the heart believes but the mind is throwing up curveballs and throwing up challenges and distractions and delays and diversions, and just move into your heart. Move into your heart, rest and be at peace. You are not the mind. You are not the body. Relax into the knowing. Your heart has a language. Your heart has a voice. And it's the clearest voice and the most attuned voice to the universe, who has ears to hear it. So wrap yourself up in the frequency of stillness. Not even a word needs to be said. Bask in the heart, space, centered energy, knowing that your wish, your manifestation, was done way back. Complete, finished, happened, yours. So empowering. Live from that state, and your dream and goal will be on speed dial from the universe, because you are a match when you live from the truth of your heart. So thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next audio, and take great care. Cheers.